Hi you guys, welcome to Audrey's reading area. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area at 5 o'clock p.m.
All right. Thank you guys for joining me here as I read fun and exciting books to you. You guys know today's Wednesday. What kind of books do I read on Wednesday? That's right, multicultural books. So today's Multicultural Awareness Wednesday. Now, you know I'm going to ask you to click like and click share. Then, when I'm done here, go on over to YouTube. Smash that subscribe button for me. Smash it. And go ahead and punch that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I need to send a shout out to my dude Joseph at the, what's the name of that place? It's a tire, brake, and battery place. I need to send a shout out to Joseph for getting me out as quick as he could. Problems with my car, man. When you have a car like that, these new cars, it's like everything just goes crazy because of a battery. But to him and my ex-student, I forgot his name. He didn't tell me his name today. Try to play it off like he didn't remember me. But I just want to say a shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for helping me with my battery. Yes, Joseph. And it's over there across the street from Berkmar High School. Oh yeah. All right. So the fun and exciting book I'll be reading today is Dropping In on Kenya. Dropping In on Kenya. Yes. Yeah. This book is written by David C. King. Geography series. Dropping In on Kenya. Our blue ball, the earth. The earth can be divided into two hemispheres. The word hemisphere means half of a ball. In this case, the ball is the earth. The equator is an imaginary line that runs around the middle of the earth. It separates the northern hemisphere from the southern hemisphere. North America, where Canada, the United States, and Mexico are located, is in the northern hemisphere. The hemispheres. This is Kenya. Yes. I hope one day to visit Kenya. When the North Pole is tilted towards the sun's most powerful rays strike the northern half of the earth and less sunshine hits the southern hemisphere. That is when people in the northern hemisphere enjoy summer. When the North Pole is tilted away from the sun and the southern hemisphere receives the most sunshine, the seasons reverse. Then winter comes to the northern hemisphere. Seasons in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere are always opposite. Isn't that a beautiful picture of the earth? Get ready for Kenya. Let's take a trip. Climb into your hot air balloon and we'll drop in on a country on the east coast of Africa. Kenya is slightly smaller than the state of Texas, and nearly 27 million people live here. Part of the country is bordered by the Indian Ocean. Kenya is famous for its beautiful scenery and for its wildlife, including elephants, lions, and giraffes. No, not lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Including elephants, lions, and giraffes. Yes. The equator runs through Kenya. This means that the sun is directly overhead all year. So the climate is usually warm or hot all year round. Maybe I need to move to Kenya. I love the heat. Kenya. Stop 1, Mombasa. Our first stop is the city of Mombasa. Most of the city is built on an island in the Indian Ocean. The island is connected to the mainland by a causeway and 2 bridges. Cars, trucks, and a railroad use the causeway to reach the city. Mombasa is an old city, first built by Muslim traders more than 1,000 years ago. This is the second largest city in Kenya, with about 425,000 people. Wow. Mombasa is also the major seaport for the country. Products grown on Kenya farms are shipped by train to Mombasa. Kenya's farmers grow coffee, tea, sugar, cotton, and sisal. Sisal is a plant fiber used to make rope. At the harbor, these goods are loaded onto ocean freighters and then they are shipped to other countries. At the entrance to the harbor is a huge stone fort built more than 400 years ago. The fort is now a museum where you can learn about the many battles fought here. Wow. In Mombasa, you can visit an old stone fort that is now a museum. And this is a picture of it. Isn't that interesting? Nice. Most of Mombasa has changed little in the past 100 years. The newer office buildings and homes are on the outskirts or on the mainland. Modern hotels are strung along the coast of the mainland. Vacationers come from as far away as Europe to visit the Indian Ocean beaches near Mombasa. Next, we'll travel northeast to the island of Lamu. Lamu. Stop to Lamu. Let's read this first. Dhows, or fishing boats, are always traveling in and out of Lamu's busy harbor. Nice pictures. Ooh, sorry about that, you guys. My thingy here is not holding it. We're gonna get this in though. We are gonna get this in. I might have to hold it in my hand because it's not gonna stay. Let's try. If it flips out again, just bear with me. Bear with me. Stop to Lamu. Well, this dhow or fishing boats are always traveling in and out of Lamu's busy harbor. So, beautiful picture right here. Stop to Lamu. Lamu is also an island in the Indian Ocean, and the town of Lamu is the oldest in Kenya. Hundreds of years ago, Lamu was part of a society called Swahili. Swahili is a mixture of African and Muslim customs, ideas, and languages. Lamu can only be reached by boat or plane. No cars or trucks are allowed on the island. People use donkey carts for transportation. There are very few modern buildings. The narrow, winding dirt streets are lined with walls and houses made of coral blocks, with roofs of tin or coconut palm leaves. The harbor of Lamu is usually filled with fishing boats called dhows, D-H-O-W-S, dhows. These boats, each with a large sail, were used nearly 2,000 years ago. Wow. Nearly 2,000 years ago. The weather on Lamu is usually hot, and you might want to stop at a drink house for a fruit shake made with ice cream and mango, banana, or coconut. Now that mango and banana sounds good to me. For our next stop, we'll head northwest to the city of Nairobi. The city of Nairobi. The donkey. A young boy uses his donkey cart to transport a bed. He's doing his thing. Nairobi. Stop 3, Nairobi. OMG. This thing does not want to stay up there. I want to hold it, but I cannot. All right, we're gonna do this different. And I apologize, you guys. We're gonna do this different. I'm gonna do this over here, and I will just stand up because we're gonna get this done. I'm gonna read this to you. Okay. And there it is. You ain't gonna stop me from reading to you. Nairobi. Let's turn this a little bit. So, Nairobi is the capital of Kenya and its largest city. A huge valley cuts through the center of Kenya from north to south. It is called the Great Rift Valley. Let's see if I get some light over here. The Great Rift Valley. Can you see me? Nairobi is located on highlands above the valley. It has warm days and cool nights. Sounds good to me. The building of Nairobi begins only 100 years ago. In the downtown area, you will see mainly modern buildings. Nairobi has one of the most unusual parks in the world, Nairobi National Park. That's interesting. From your car or bus, you can see wild animals roaming the grasslands. There are zebras, giraffes, lions, and dozens of other animals in the park. That's so interesting to me. In a separate park, you can feed giraffes from a large wooden platform. Near the park entrance is a music and dance center called the Bomas of Kenya. Here you can see the traditional dances of 11 different tribal groups. Above, a pride of lions rests in the tall grasses. Below, tall modern buildings make up the skyline of Nairobi. Look, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is how we're traveling. Let's take some time out. Okay. It says, growing up in Kenya, a little more than half the children in Kenya go to school. Lessons are taught in both Swahili and English. Children study geography, history, math, and science. They go to elementary school until age 11. Then about 1 out of every 7 students goes on to secondary school. In some village schools, children learn about farming and raising farm animals. Older people come to the school to teach tribal stories, dances, and crafts like wood carving and jewelry making. Sounds like fun to me. The people of Kenya are divided into more than 40 different tribes. Some of the tribes live far from the cities and towns. The people of these tribes live by raising sheep, goats, cattle, and camels. Since they live too far away to attend schools, the children learn the skills they need from their parents. Boys learn to herd the animals. They also learn the traditional skills of warriors. Girls are taught to cook, tan leather, weave sisal rope into mats, and make repairs on the family's huts. Many girls also become expert basket weavers or jewelry makers. In many of these distant tribes, a few of the children are chosen to be sent away to school. When they return, these students have new skills and information that can help their tribe. This is a picture of some of the school children from the Maasai tribe, and they gathered together for a picture. How cool is that? The Maasai tribe. Nice. Now we'll steer our hot air balloons northeast to Mount Kenya. Stop for Mount Kenya. As our hot air balloons leaves Nairobi, you can see Mount Kenya far in the distance. The mountain towers to a height of 17,058 feet. It is the highest mountain in Kenya. Wow. Even though Mount Kenya is very close to the equator, the peaks are capped with snow and ice. Yes, I said capped with snow and ice. The reason for this is that the air becomes cooler as you climb higher. Thousands of years ago, Mount Kenya was a volcano. Like most of the volcanoes in Kenya, it has not been active for many centuries. In the foothills below the mountain, we pass tea and coffee plantations. Kenya is one of the world's important growers of tea and coffee. Wow. Farther up the mountain slopes, there are smaller farm villages. The Kikuyu and other tribes have farmed here for many years. In tribal religions, Mount Kenya is a sacred place. Still higher up the slopes, the land is covered by bamboo forest. To the west, you can see Mount Elgon, Kenya's second highest mountain. Mount Elgon was also once a volcano and has a huge crater almost 4 miles wide. Wow. Look at this. This is how we're traveling. Indian Ocean, up, up, up. On a tea plantation, tea leaves are carefully picked by the workers. Look at that. Beautiful. Stop 5. Maasai Mara Game Reserve. This is interesting. Look at this. Let me show you a close-up of these zebras. And that looks like buffalo. Just hanging out together in the waters. Just chilling. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Maasai Mara Game Reserve. We are now on the southern border, southwestern border of Kenya. The Maasai Mara Game Reserve is one of about 40 national parks and game reserves in Kenya. These are special places for the protection of Africa's famous wild animals. Maasai Mara is part of an even larger reserve called the Serengeti Plain, which reaches south into the country of Tanzania. Each year, one of the most amazing migrations on Earth begins in June. About 2 million antelope, called wild beasts, suddenly start traveling north toward the fresher grass of Maasai Mara. Soon other animals join the march. That's interesting. So those are not buffalo like I first thought. Those are antelope. Antelope running with the zebras. Antelope, or they are also called wild beasts. It says, soon other animals join the march. Gazelles and 250,000 zebras gallop along. The animals' hoof beats sounds like thunder and the earth shakes. You can imagine. Lions, leopards, and cheetahs follow along, ready to pounce on stray animals. Pounce on stray animals. Wild dogs and hyenas join the hunt, and vultures circle overhead. From July to November, all of these animals roam through Maasai Mara. There are also herds of elephants, giraffes, and buffalo. Maybe it was buffalo, right? As well as hippos, crocodiles, storks, ostriches, and flamingos. One day in November, the wild beasts will suddenly head south. The great Serengeti migration will begin again. Look at them. Look at those beautiful animals. A cheetah guards her young cubs in the Maasai Mara Game Reserve. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's take time out. Says the foods of Kenya. You guys, you're about to learn about the foods of Kenya. The foods of Kenya for a Swahili breakfast in Kenya. You might try a porridge called ugali, or banana pancakes topped with honey. Oh, I love me some banana pancakes. Y'all know, and I make them porridge too. They naming stuff that I love. Yes, with honey. At lunchtime, Kenyans in the cities and towns can enjoy hamburgers or fish and chips, French fries. Dinner usually includes grilled meat or fish, or barbecued beef called ngombe. Another favorite is a meat stew made with coconut and coconut milk. With the main dish, you might have forgive me for my pronunciation or mispronunciation, maharagwe. You might have maharagwe made with kidney beans, or matok made with corn and smashed plantains. Yummy. Plantains are like bananas. Many of the restaurants are owned by families who migrated to Kenya from India. Indian food is very different from Swahili. You might have an Indian dinner of tandoori made with lamb. I love lamb. Chicken or fish. Many of the dishes are served with rice and a spicy flavoring of curry. And this is one person cooking. Nice. It says a Kenyan tribal woman cooks fresh fish for her family over a small fire. Nice. For our next stop, you guys, we're going to travel northwest to Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria. Stop 6, Lake Victoria. Look at that. Interesting. It says an aerial view over Lake Victoria shows a small island that is home to the Luo tribe. So stop 6 is Lake Victoria. As our hot air balloons soar over western Kenya, we pass over green rolling hills. Below us, you can see farms and plantations growing cotton, sugarcane, tea, and sisal. Some of the houses are round, whitewashed huts made of clay with thatched roofs. Other houses are square and have tin roofs. Farther west, Lake Victoria shimmers in the bright sun. The lake is almost as large as the state of Maine. It is the 3rd largest lake in the world. Victoria is also the source of the Nile River, the longest river on earth. Wow. Wow. Joseph at the car place today told me he hangs out in the Nile when he goes back to where he's from. Wow. I'm impressed. The Nile River, okay? Lake Victoria is quite shallow. Farm and fishing villages dot the shore of the lake. Most of the people living here are members of the Luo tribe, sailing in small dhows. Luo fishermen bring in large catches of fish every day. There are 200 kinds of fish in the lake. Wow. Wow. I hope they're bringing in some salmon because I love salmon. There are 200 kinds of fish in the lake, but most of the catch will be Nile perch. For our last stop, we'll head northeast into Kenya's northern desert. So we went from here to here to here to here to here. Now here. Wow. Stop 7, the northern desert. The northern desert. Most of northern Kenya is desert or near desert. Our hot air balloon drifts over rugged mountains and the craters of ancient volcanoes that stopped erupting thousands of years ago. The air is hot and dry. In the hills around Lake Turkana, there is a thick cover of trees and scrub. In this area, you might see elephants, antelope, warthogs. That's that. Warthogs. Wow. Baboons and monkeys. It says warthogs are common in the near deserts of North Kenya. Yes. A number of tribes live in this sun-baked wild region. They raise sheep, goats, cattle, and usually some camels, which they use for milk. Camel milk. Camel milk. Okay. Camel meal, camel milk. I don't know. The tribe's people are nomads who move often in search of grass and water for their herds. The northern tribes have lived in this nomadic life for many generations. They know little about modern life in the cities and towns, but they prefer to live in the old way. Now and then, members of a tribe will visit a town to trade for cloth, tools, or other items. They are skilled in crafts, especially jewelry making. And I love changing my jewelry. They make beautiful headbands, necklaces, and bracelets out of glass, beads, copper, and even plastic. Wow. Let's take some time out. It says a wildlife safari. Wildlife safari. Safari is the Swahili word for travel. Did you guys know that? Safari is the Swahili word for travel. I just learned that myself. And Kenya is the world's most popular country for wildlife safaris. Every year, more than 1 million people come here to travel on safari through the national parks and reserves. Most safaris set out from Nairobi or Mombasa, With your safari guide, you travel in a group, riding in a minibus or a Land Rover. Look at that. The trip will last anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks, or even longer. Can you imagine? Wow. On some safaris, people stay at comfortable lodges inside the parks. Other travelers prefer to stay in tents and have meals cooked over an open fire. Sounds like fun. Camping. Twice a day, your guide will take you on a game drive to see the animals. With your camera ready, you drive past herds of elephants, and you will probably see giraffes, zebras, baboons, and maybe a pride of lions. The other hunter animals like leopards and cheetahs are harder to spot. There will be many different kinds of antelope, such as Thompson's gazelles, wild beasts, impalas, and topi. You might even be lucky enough to spot a rhinoceros. At Maasai Mara, you can even take a special safari, by hot air balloon. I would love that. I'm scared of heights, but I would still love that. In wooded areas, you may come across different kinds of monkeys. There are snakes too, including the cobra, puff adder, and python. Ew. Snakes. I might not stay in a tent after all. At the end of the day, you can go for a swim in the lodge pool. Then, over a hearty dinner of grilled steaks or stew, everyone often talks about the exciting things that they saw that day. Wow. Now it's time to steer your hot air balloon towards home. We're going home. When you return, you can think back about your great adventure in Kenya. Wow. Wasn't this a great adventure? We have a glossary. I'm going to read you these words and the definitions, what they mean. Causeway. A causeway. And you can rewind this video and play it again. And the words that I'm reading now, you can listen to it again. And now you can understand. You can have an understanding of what they were, because I'm reading the definition. So a causeway is a roadway built to connect an island with the mainland. A crater is an opening at the mouth of a volcano. A dhow is a small boat with a single sail used on the Indian Ocean and Lake Victoria. Migration, it's a move from one place to another. Many animals and birds migrate with the seasons. Muslims, they're followers of the religion of Islam. Muslims are followers of the religion of Islam. Nomads. Nomads are members of a group or tribe who have no permanent home, but they move from place to place. Nomads. Plantation. It's a large farm with many workers where a single crop, such as coffee or tea, is grown and harvested. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Yes. Pride is a group of lions. Did you guys know that? A group of lions is called a pride. It's called pride. That's right. Safari. A trip into the parks and game reserves of East Africa. Scrub. Low trees or shrubs. Source. The place where a river begins. Wow, that's called a source. I didn't know that. Summit. The highest point of a mountain. A thatch. A roof made of tree branches or palm leaves. Nice. The end, you guys. The end. Multicultural Awareness Wednesday. We visited Kenya. Yes. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me read this book. I didn't know some of these things about Kenya. And now I'm even dying to visit even more. I want to go visit Kenya. It just seems so beautiful. But shout out to my mom. Thank you, Mom. Her name is Bev. Thank you, Mom, for always being here every single time I go live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Elide, for sharing my video every single day and getting people to subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love. Again, I got to shout out my boy Joseph at the place where he changed my battery. My car was off the chain. And I believe it's okay now. But anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you again tomorrow, right? Live at 5. That's Live. Live at 5. Emlyn. Hey, Emlyn. My niece Emlyn is here listening to me read too. Love you, girl. I love you, baby girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here and listening to me read fun and exciting books like this. All right. And I will see you guys tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. I'll see ya tomorrow. It's only a day away, you guys. One day away. See you tomorrow live at 5. See you soon.